Ladies, today I want you to understand something so powerful that it will change the way you see yourself forever. You are not ordinary. You are not here by accident. There is a divine purpose written over your life, a calling that no one can take from you, and the protection that surrounds you even when you cannot see it. If you have ever felt overlooked, undervalued, or doubted your worth, today is the day you realize God has chosen you. He has set you apart, and He guards your steps with His mighty hand. The first sign of a woman chosen by God is inner strength that refuses to break. No matter the challenges, no matter the storms, there is a resilience within you that cannot be shaken. Life may try to push you down, but God has planted a spirit in you that rises every time. This strength is not pride. It is a supernatural fortitude, a quiet confidence that whispers, I am not all. I am protected. The second sign is a heart filled with purpose. You wake up with a drive that cannot be ignored. Even in small actions, there is intention in everything you do. God has placed dreams and visions in your heart that are bigger than your current circumstances. When you align yourself with these dreams, doors open that no one can shut. Opportunities appear that defy logic, and favor becomes. Third, you will notice peace in the midst of chaos. When life is loud and the world seems uncertain, there is a calm that surrounds you, a divine assurance that everything is under control. This peace is not ordinary. It is God's protection surrounding your mind and spirit. It keeps you grounded, prevents fear from taking root, and allows you to make decisions that honor your destiny. The fourth sign is intuitive wisdom beyond your years. You know when to speak and when to remain silent. You sense danger before it comes, opportunities before it are visible. This wisdom is not learned in school or taught by others. It is planted in your soul by God Himself. It guides you, protects you, and positions you where you are meant to be. Fifth, you are surrounded by the right people at the right time. Life seems to bring helpers, mentors, and supporters into your path just when you need them. These people are not coincidences. They are divinely appointed. God places allies around you to guard your path, uplift your spirit, and push you toward your destiny. Sixth, you feel a relentless pull toward righteousness and integrity. You cannot compromise your values, even when the world tries to tempt you. This conviction is God's shield, protecting you from destruction, guiding your choices, and ensuring that your life reflects His light. Seventh, you experience divine breakthroughs. Doors open in your favor, prayers are answered, and miracles manifest in ways that cannot be explained by chance. These breakthroughs are proof that God has chosen you and that His protection surrounds every step of your journey. Now hear me clearly. You are not here to settle. You are not here to live quietly in the background. You are here to rise, to fulfill your purpose, and to walk boldly under God's protection. Stand up, claim your identity, and embrace the life that has been divinely prepared for you. Step forward in faith. Refuse to be held back by fear. And know this: every trial, every challenge, every moment of doubt is preparing you for greatness. Today, make a decision. Walk as a woman chosen and protected. Live with purpose. Speak with authority. Move with courage. The world is waiting for your light, and God's plan for you cannot be stopped. Rise, claim your destiny, and let your life reflect the power, protection, and purpose that only God can give. Do you feel the storms of life crashing around you? Do you feel the weight of challenges pressing down, threatening to pull you under? Stop for a moment and recognize this truth. There is a strength inside you that no one can touch. A power within your spirit that refuses to be broken. Many will look at you and see fragility. They will see struggles. They will assume you are just another ordinary person. But they cannot see what is inside your heart. They cannot see the unshakable fortitude that God has planted deep within your soul. That strength is your divine armor. It is your invisible force. It is the reason why no matter how many times life knocks you down, you rise again. Stronger, wiser, and more determined than before. Have you ever noticed how some women carry themselves differently even when life is hard? There's a fire in their eyes, a confidence in their steps, a resilience that does not depend on circumstances. That fire is the strength I am speaking of. It's not learned in classrooms or built through luck. It is a gift, a divine endowment that whispers in your soul, I will carry you. I will not let you fail. You may face disappointment, betrayal, heartbreak, and hardship, yet this strength will not allow you to crumble. Every time fear tries to paralyze you, this strength rises up like a lion, roaring within you, reminding you that you are not alone, that you are made to overcome. Picture this. Life throws obstacles in your path. Doors close. Dreams seem delayed. People doubt your abilities, your worth, your vision. And yet, within you, a quiet voice says, keep moving. You are stronger than this moment. You are built for greatness. That is the inner strength that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. It is what gives you the courage to keep walking forward even when the path is dark, even when the future seems uncertain, even when hope feels like a distant memory. Do you feel the pressure of expectation from society, from family, from yourself? Let that pressure be the spark that ignites the strength within. Every challenge, every struggle, every tear shed has a purpose. It is shaping you, molding you, preparing you for a destiny that is greater than the obstacles in front of you. Strength is not about never feeling pain. Strength is about moving forward despite the pain. Strength is rising every single time you fall, refusing to stay defeated, refusing to let circumstances define you. Look around you and notice the women who seem to thrive no matter what. They have faced storms far greater than yours. They have carried burdens heavier than you can imagine, and yet they are standing. They are victorious. Why? Because their strength is not dependent on what they see or feel. It comes from a source that is eternal, unshakable. That same strength lives in you. It lives in your courage, your faith, your determination, and your refusal to give up. You might wonder, how do I tap into it? How do I make it real in my life? Start by recognizing your worth, by refusing to let fear dictate your decisions, by choosing to rise every single day, no matter how heavy the load. Every trial you endure is like a hammer shaping steel. It strengthens you. It sharpens your character. It reveals the warrior within. The world may try to dim your light, but this strength will not let it. It will rise every time. It will push you forward. It will carry you through storms, setbacks, and every obstacle that dares to stand in your way. Have you ever woken up in the morning feeling restless, as if something inside you is calling for more? That feeling, that pull is not just a random thought. It is your purpose speaking to you. It is God reminding you that your life was not created to drift aimlessly, that you were born with a mission, a vision, a plan that only you can fulfill. So many women live distracted by daily routines, weighed down by obligations, or trapped in moments that steal their joy, and yet deep within, your heart knows there is something greater waiting for you. That is the power of a purpose-driven heart. It awakens something extraordinary inside you. Something that refuses to settle for ordinary. Something that whispers, you were born for more. Do you feel it? That undeniable pull toward significance, toward making a difference, toward leaving a mark that cannot be erased. That is your divine calling. When you begin to recognize it, when you begin to chase it with everything in you, doors open that logic cannot explain. Opportunities that seem impossible appear as if by design. People who are meant to be in your life show up just when you need them. Favor flows toward you, and the universe, in its mysterious ways, aligns itself with the purpose that burns inside your soul. A purpose-driven heart does not give up when things get hard. It does not falter when the road becomes rough. It does not doubt when the path seems unclear. Instead, it stays focused, it perseveres, and it keeps moving forward because it knows that every step, no matter how small, is part of a divine journey. Imagine walking every day with the confidence that your life matters, that your actions have meaning, and that your choices are leading you closer to a destiny only you can fulfill. That certainty, that fire in your soul is what sets a chosen woman apart from the rest. Have you ever noticed how some women radiate purpose even in their smallest actions? They agree. T challenges with determination, face setbacks with courage, and approach opportunities with boldness. Their lives are not defined by circumstances. They are defined by vision, by intention, by a heart that refuses to settle for mediocrity. That same fire is inside you. That same calling is waiting for you to embrace it fully, to stop wandering aimlessly, to start walking boldly into what has been prepared for you. The world may try to distract you. It may try to confuse you, delay you, or convince you that your dreams are too big. But your purpose-driven heart will not be silenced. It will rise above every doubt, every fear, every negative voice that tells you you are not enough. Every challenge you face is a step closer to awakening the full power of your destiny. Every delay is a setup for a breakthrough. Every obstacle is a test that strengthens your resolve, sharpens your vision, and confirms that you were made for more than what is comfortable, more than what is ordinary, more than what others can imagine. When you live with purpose, your life becomes a magnet for success, for favor, for divine connections, and for blessings that cannot be bought. People are drawn to your energy, doors open with ease, and your journey becomes unstoppable. But it all begins with one decision: to recognize your worth, to honor the calling inside your heart, and to refuse to settle for anything less than what God has designed for you. Your life is not an accident. Your vision is not random. Your purpose is waiting to be claimed, and the fire in your heart will not rest until it has been fulfilled. Imagine waking up every morning knowing that every action, every word, every decision is moving you closer to a destiny that is uniquely yours. Imagine living a life so aligned with your calling that even the world can feel your impact. That is the power of a purpose-driven heart. That is the energy that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. That is the reason why God has placed this vision inside you, to awaken something unstoppable, unshakable, and unforgettable in your life. Have you ever felt the world closing in on you? Everything around you spinning out of control. Problems piling up, pressures pressing down, and uncertainty looming like a storm. In those moments when fear threatens to take over, there is all force inside you that refuses to be shaken. A divine peace that surpasses understanding. This peace is not dependent on circumstances. It is not a fleeting calm that disappears when life gets hard. It is a supernatural presence that guards your mind, steadies your heart, and reminds you that no matter how chaotic life seems, you are never alone. Do you hear that whisper in your soul when everything is loud around you? That quiet, unwavering voice that says, I have you. I am in control. Trust me. That is the peace that God places in the heart of a woman He has chosen. Many try to find calm in comfort, in people, in possessions, or in fleeting distractions. But true peace is not found outside. It is planted deep within your spirit. It does not falter when challenges arise. It does not fade when storms rage. It stands firm even when fear tries to take roots. Have you noticed how some women remain unshaken even when chaos surrounds them. How they can smile, speak confidently, and make decisions with clarity while everyone panics. That is not luck, and it is not coincidence. It is divine peace. It is a shield that protects their mind from anxiety, their heart from despair, and their spirit from being overwhelmed. That same peace lives inside you. It is available to you right now if you choose to claim it. If you decide to stop letting fear control your thoughts. If you allow the presence of God to anchor your soul. Imagine waking up tomorrow facing the same challenges you face today, and instead of panic or worry, you feel calm, you feel certain, you feel strong. You make decisions with clarity, you respond with confidence, and you move forward with courage. That is the power of divine peace. It does not remove the storms. It changes how you experience them. It allows you to stand strong while everything else seems to crumble. It gives you the clarity to see solutions, the courage to take action, and the strength to walk forward, even when the outcome is uncertain. Do you ever wonder why some women can handle more than others? Why some can face betrayal, loss, or disappointment and still walk gracefully? The secret is not in avoiding problems. It is in the peace that guides them. This peace protects you from the chaos of the world. It shields your mind from fear, your emotions from despair, and your spirit from giving up. When you tap into this divine presence, even the most overwhelming situations become opportunities to shine, to rise above, and to demonstrate a strength that others cannot understand. Think about the last time your heart raced with worry when uncertainty clouded your mind and the future seemed uncertain. What if you could replace that fear with confidence, that anxiety with calm, and that doubt with clarity? That is the gift of peace. It is not passive, it is active. It empowers you to act decisively, to move boldly, and to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and grace. You no longer have to be controlled by circumstances or paralyzed by fear, because something greater walks with you, something invisible yet undeniable, guiding every step you take. This peace also allows you to see the bigger picture. When life is loud and confusing, when others are distracted by panic or despair, you are able to focus. You are able to see solutions where others see problems, needs where others see obstacles, and hope where others see despair. It positions you above the chaos, giving you a perspective that cannot be shaken, a calm that cannot be stolen, and a strength that cannot be matched. Your divine peace is not just for your comfort. It is for your victory. It protects you, guides you, and positions you for breakthroughs that fear and chaos would have otherwise blocked. It is your secret weapon, your shield, your anchor, and your light in the darkest of storms. It is always available to you if you choose to receive it, embrace it, and walk fully in its power. Have you ever felt uncertain about a decision, unsure which path to take, or overwhelmed by the choices before you. Imagine, instead of confusion, having a clarity that cuts through the noise, a knowing inside you that guides every step, every word, every action. That is the power of God-given wisdom. It is not taught in schools. It is not learned from books, and it is not earned by experience alone. It is a divine gift placed in your spirit, designed to navigate you through life with precision, insight, and protection. This wisdom is alive, it is active, and it is ready to speak to you in ways that cannot be ignored. Do you feel that whisper when something doesn't feel right, even when logic tells you otherwise? That is your wisdom speaking. Many ignore it because it seems subtle, quiet, or intangible. But it is louder than the chaos around you if you choose to listen. It warns you before danger arrives. It nudges you toward the right opportunities, and it prevents mistakes that could cost you dearly. Women who walk in God's wisdom are not just lucky. They are protected, guided, and positioned for success because they listen to the voice that others cannot hear, the guidance that others cannot understand. Imagine making decisions with confidence, knowing that every choice you make is aligned with a greater plan. You don't have to second guess yourself. You don't have to live in fear of failure, and you don't have to rely on chance or luck. God's wisdom sharpens your mind, opens your eyes to possibilities, and helps you act in ways that bring favor, protection, and breakthroughs. Even when others are blinded by doubt, panic, or misinformation, you can see clearly. You can move boldly. You can rise above confusion and chaos, because wisdom lights your path like a lamp in the darkness. Have you noticed how some women always seem to be in the right place at the right time? How they avoid pitfalls that trap others, make choices that lead to success, and recognize opportunities before anyone else even sees them. That is not coincidence. It is divine wisdom at work. It is God preparing you to navigate life with understanding that exceeds knowledge, with insight that defies experience, and with discernment that protects you from harm. Your wisdom is like a compass, pointing you toward your destiny, guiding you past danger, and aligning you with the people and situations that will help you fulfill your purpose. Do you want to avoid costly mistakes? Do you want to step confidently into your destiny without fear or hesitation? Then embrace the wisdom that God has already placed within you. It is alive, it is active, and it is speaking to you right now. Every time you hesitate, every time you doubt, every time you fear making the wrong move, stop and listen. Your wisdom is trying to guide you. It is the voice that whispers truth, sees beyond appearances, and shows you the path that aligns with your path. Wisdom also empowers you to see what others cannot. It allows you to read situations accurately, understand people's intentions, and respond with clarity and confidence. It protects your heart from deception, your mind from confusion, and your spine from regret. When you walk in God-given wisdom, you are untouchable by ignorance, unshaken by manipulation, and unstoppable in your pursuit of destiny. Every choice becomes an opportunity for success. Every decision a step closer to fulfillment. And every moment a chance to demonstrate discernment that cannot be taught, borrowed, or imitated. Think about it. Life is full of decisions. Some small, some monumental. Which job should you take? Which path should you follow? Which people should you trust? With divine wisdom, you no longer stumble blindly. You no longer rely on chance. You no longer fear the unknown. And embrace a life of guidance that protects, positions, and propels you toward everything God has designed for you. Your wisdom is a gift. It is a shield. It is a guide. It is an invisible force that works in your favor, steers you away from harm, and positions you for extraordinary breakthroughs. When you choose to listen, when you choose to act on it, when you choose to embrace it fully, your life transforms. Your decisions become precise, and your destiny unfolds exactly as it was meant to. Have you ever wondered why some women seem to have everything aligned perfectly around them? Doors open effortlessly. The right people appear at exactly the right time. And opportunities arise that seem almost too good to be true. This is not luck. This is divine favor surrounding a woman who has been chosen and protected. It is God orchestrating her environment, placing allies, mentors, and supporters strategically along her path so that every step she takes leads her closer to her destiny. When you walk under divine favor, you will notice that coincidences stop happening and everything begins to fall into place exactly as it should. Do you realize that the people around you can either elevate you or hold you back? God knows this, and that is why he surrounds his chosen women with the right people. Those who encourage, who support, who inspire, and who challenge you to grow. He positions guides to help you navigate obstacles, mentors to show you the way, friends who lift you up when the weight of life feels unbearable. The weight of life feels unbearable, and allies who create doors that no one else can open. Every person placed in your life is part of a divine strategy. And when you recognize this, you begin to walk with confidence, knowing that you are never alone in your journey. Have you noticed how sometimes, in the most unexpected moments, someone appears in your life with exactly what you need? A word of advice, a helping hand, a connection that changes everything. That is no accident. That is divine favor at work. It is God moving behind the scenes, ensuring that you are protected, positioned, and prepared for the next phase of your life. When you trust this favor, when you walk in faith, you begin to see patterns forming, opportunities multiplying, opportunities multiplying, and support multiplying around you in ways that surpass understanding. Picture this. You are pursuing a goal, a dream, or a vision, and suddenly someone steps into your life who opens a door you thought was closed forever. or a situation changes in your favor without explanation, or you meet someone who will become an essential part of your breakthrough. These are not random occurrences. These are signs that your life is aligned with God's plan and that He has surrounded you with favor that is intentional, strategic, and unstoppable. Do you ever feel like the world is against you? That people are obstacles rather than allies? That is precisely the moment when you need to recognize your favor. Even when it seems like everyone is against you, divine favor is at work behind the scenes. It creates pathways where none existed. It protects you from harm. It places the right people around you, and it ensures that your purpose cannot be thwarted. Favor is like a shield and a compass combined. It guards you while guiding you toward the exact people and circumstances you need to succeed. When you walk in favor, the world begins to bend toward you. Challenges become stepping stones. Obstacles turn into opportunities. And every connection you make carries the potential to advance your destiny. People are drawn to your energy. Doors open for you before you even knock. And situations that would hold others back accelerate your growth. This favor is not earned by striving or begging. It is a divine alignment for women who have been chosen, protected, and prepared for greatness. Imagine living a life where you are consistently in the right place at the right time, surrounded by people who bring out the best in you, but doors opening in ways that defy explanation, and opportunities appearing that seem almost miraculous. That is the power of divine favor surrounding you, guiding you, and positioning you for extraordinary breakthroughs. You do not need to worry about being alone or unprepared. Every step you take, every connection you make, and every opportunity you embrace has been orchestrated to align perfectly with your purpose. When you recognize the favor around you, you begin to move with confidence, courage, and clarity. You no longer doubt your path. You no longer fear setbacks. And you no longer feel powerless in the face of challenges. Favor protects you, positions you, and accelerates your journey. Accelerates your journey, that your life reflects the destiny that God has carefully designed for you. Have you ever noticed how some women seem to achieve miracles while others struggle endlessly? No matter how hard they try, the difference is not luck. The difference is integrity. The kind of integrity that refuses to compromise, that stands firm in truth, that walks boldly in righteousness, even when the world tempts you to take shortcuts. This is the hallmark of a woman chosen and protected by God. She understands that her character is more valuable than comfort. Her principles are stronger than convenience, and her commitment to God's way is the key to unlocking supernatural breakthroughs. Do you realize that integrity is more than honesty? It is consistency. It is living your values when no one is watching. It is making the right choice when the easy choice seems tempting. Many people talk about success, but few understand that the foundation of true, lasting success is unshakable integrity. Every decision you make, every action you take, and every thought you nurture either strengthens your character or weakens it. When you align yourself with righteousness, when you refuse to compromise your principles, you position yourself for favor, protection, and breakthroughs that the world cannot explain. Have you ever faced situations where you were pressured to bend, to cheat, to lie, or to settle for less than you deserve? That is exactly when your integrity is tested. That is when your character determines whether doors will open or close, whether blessings will flow or be delayed, whether God's plan for your life will manifest or remain hidden. Women who are chosen and protected understand that no blessing is worth sacrificing their values. They know that breakthroughs are tied to character and that divine favor follows those who remain true to their principles no matter the cost. Picture this. Life presents a challenge that seems impossible to overcome. Others may compromise, cut corners, or take the easy way out, but you choose integrity. You hold firm. You refuse to step out of God's guidance. And then something miraculous happens. Doors that seem closed swing wide open. Opportunities appear that defy logic. People who are obstacles become allies. Situations that were hopeless are transformed. These are not coincidences. They are the results of living a life grounded in truth, discipline, and alignment with God's way. Do you ever feel tempted to give in to choose convenience over principle, or to settle for what is easy instead of what is right? That is the exact moment to remember this. Your breakthroughs are tied to your integrity. Every choice to stay true, every decision to honor God in your actions, every refusal to compromise your character sets the stage for supernatural success. Integrity is not a limitation, it is the pathway to freedom, favor, and fulfillment. The world may try to reward shortcuts, but God rewards the faithful, the steadfast, and the righteous. Imagine a life where every breakthrough you experience is a direct result of your commitment to truth. Imagine waking up each day knowing that your steps are protected, your path is guided, and your destiny is unfolding because you refuse to compromise. Imagine the peace, the confidence, and the unstoppable momentum that comes when your integrity aligns with divine purpose. This is the life of a woman who walks in righteousness, a life where miracles manifest, doors open, and blessings multiply in ways that exceed understanding. Integrity also inspires others. When people see your unwavering commitment to doing what is right, they respect you, trust you, and are drawn to your energy. Your character becomes a magnet for the right opportunities, the right people, and the right circumstances. Your life reflects a standard of excellence that cannot be shaken by fear, pressure, or temptation. And in this alignment, breakthroughs are inevitable. Your persistence in integrity does not go unnoticed. It is seen by God. It is rewarded in His timing. And it becomes the catalyst for extraordinary transformation in your life. Every woman who experiences real, lasting breakthroughs understands this principle. Success without integrity is temporary, but success built on righteousness and steadfast values is eternal. When you walk boldly in integrity, even when the path is difficult, even when challenges are relentless, you position yourself to receive favor, protection, and breakthroughs that others can only dream of. Your steadfastness is your power. Your truth is your shield. And your commitment is the key to unlocking the divine plan waiting for you.